to be worshipped besides Allah. And then we bear witness that Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah is the seal of the prophets. He locked the door where there's no other prophets can come through. But Almighty Allah said that He would never send another prophet, but He would always send messengers. He would send leaders, majestic people who might have to come and revive the religion. We have seen such man in Imam Washiddin Muhammad, a majestic. He came after Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, and he have brought the best understanding of the leader of Prophet Muhammad to the minds and hearts of the people all throughout the world. He come after his father, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Sister Clara Muhammad. All of these are heroes. And all of these people stood for something, and Allah says that that when He created Adam, He dignified all of the creatures, all the human beings that come from Adam. He dignified them, and sometimes they undignified themselves. So Allah has explained to us in this book called the Quran what our obligations, what our duties are. And now we're here at Mosques, a building left by our leader Imam Washiddin Muhammad, to show us that we have something to build from. We have a starting place. We didn't start from scratch. And Imam warned us about the road that we had to go down. That numbers, we shouldn't look at numbers. He never looked at numbers. He never worried about how many numbers there was. Wherever he went, he spoke what was on his heart, and those who were there, they received that reward of his presence being there. So we thank Allah for all what He's doing, have done, and continue to do. And we are blessed people, because if you take the Muslim out of the world, what would you have? If you take the Muslim out of the society of people that worship in one God, what would you have? Huh? If you go down to South Carolina now and look up the wall where the slaves came in, you will see that the women had long dresses, the men had kufis. All us didn't come with no rags around our bodies. We came as human beings. So that the proof is still there in South Carolina. That's where they brought the slaves in. Imam educated us. He turned us to education. Sister Clara, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, turned us to check out education. Imam told us a lot of things that public school would never point us to. 80-90% of this people was Muslim. The Quran said everybody that Allah created was a Muslim. And they stopped being Muslim by they falling into the wrong environment. And when you see the people living in a house, that the property is looking good, the grass has been cut, you ride out into the meadows and see all the farmland, and the grass has been cut, the cows are clean, and the area, there's no paper on the ground. That's a Muslim environment. That's the kind of environment that we came out. They said that slave put us in a hog pen, and he left, and he came back, we had cleaned the hog pen up. So we don't want to be nasty.
That's right.
We want to be an honest and a dignified people. But if you put in the position that the scripture said, would a man rob God? How can they rob God? They rob you by putting inferiority in you. And how do they do that? They take the most highest form of what we supposed to look at as our creator, our the one that cares for us, and they put him in one particular image. And this is what they have done. The ma'am said when they did give us a little freedom to have the 8 a.m. church, you could go there and you were separated from them, but on the panel they had a Caucasian. And you get up there and you had to put that image in the church. So that image was there. But you get up, he said, you get up there and talk about condemning them, that church was gone, you were gone, and you had to start all over again. So you were scared, you was afraid to say what you need to say. You was afraid to speak out. And all that breathed inferiority into us. And that's why the Caucasian Christian got everything, and the African American Christian don't have nothing.
That's right.
Don't have nothing. They got a church, they got somewhere to pray.
That's right.
But what are the benefits? Why they still got to send their wife and their children to school for 20 years just to get a job? Didn't they bring us here for a job?
That's right.
So the job had been done on us. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had told us that we had to do for ourselves. And we know that's the best way. We know that makes sense. But we have had people among us, leaders, that steered us away from that.
That's right.
Huh? If they had steered us and demanded that we do that, because Elijah said, all among his group of ministers were thieves. Huh? Many of them were thieves. So some of them steered us to that, some of them didn't. Some of them, they came in to get the money for themselves and leave the poor believers starved out. So all these things have affected us, but it shouldn't dampen our spirit today in 2016. We should be making progress. And we're going to make progress. These young people, they don't have nowhere to go. That's why they wear their pants down. That's why they put an earring all through that, tattoo all over their body. They have nowhere to go. And because the older men in front of them is about to let them down.
That's right.
And they need leadership. And we have to have a point in a situation where we can come together once a year, or come together, all of us together, and hear the message that we take back to all the other masters and rile the believers and tell them it's time for us to do for ourselves. It's time for us to be productive. We got enough people sitting on the floor where we can manage our own business, our own grocery store, buy from each other. Huh? When we gonna have a African American market, we the one gonna have to produce that.
That's right.
So this is what we are telling the people on the street. We've been robbed. We've been stuck up. We've been stuck up by a lie that God got a son, and the son is a Caucasian man, huh? Not a white man, not a black man, but a Caucasian man, because God says in Scripture, and we have scholars in here today, that He said He made human beings, huh? And God said He made us different in the Quran, not despise each other, that we can learn from each other. But if you praying to a man who got everything, what good or what you think He gonna want to give you? What He want to share with you? Everything to His advantage. Everything that He has is His advantage. And they go around telling people ain't but a few people at the table, and we just don't have room for all of us. This is what they saying. So they plan on keeping some people inferior and some people superior, because they want to rule and dominate over all the people of color in that idea that God got a son, and God's son came in their image. But we're trying to tear the old wall down. Imam Wajdi Muhammad, and he put in the paper every week, remove all racial image from worship. This is the biggest problem all throughout America. That image. holding a man up as God. And we have a brother who's a rapper. He said, "How can man call himself God when a woman can have a child and we can't? How can a man call himself God?" So the proof is there. We all came from a female. We didn't fall out of a tree. We all born and came out of female. Jesus was born from his mother Mary. And no matter if you don't have a father or not, God is the creator of all fathers and mothers. And many women today having baby, what the father's at? So it don't matter. If the mother is spiritual and she believe in God, she gonna raise that child. And in many cases in the South, the man had to go out and work, and the woman raised the child by herself. So you need a man, but if a man ain't there, the woman can pick up the slack. Elijah stayed in prison so many years, but Sister Clara picked up the slack. But you had a community. They had a real community. They had people who loved each other. And Allah said He would never change our condition, no matter who we are, until we change what's in our hearts about each other. So we had to learn to love each other. And another thing they took away from us, trust. We have to learn to trust each other. Because Satan, the Quran speaks about the whisperers, the one who go around whispering. And especially on us, we do more whispering on each other than we do than anybody else. This is what they put into us, not to trust each other. As long as we're not trusting each other, no matter how much we give somebody, we have that doubt in the mind. I don't trust nobody because you don't trust yourself.
That's right.
So we have to work on. We are working on this. That's what I see Mouse Cares. I see YT Muhammad II as the president, and he's a imam because he leads his family in prayer. I'm sure he do. And so if we can reflect after Elijah Muhammad passed away, the first thing, a lot of problems they had. People didn't want to follow Imam Washington Muhammad for no reason. They didn't want to follow him. Imam said many of them was hitchhiking anyway. And he said when they turned the corner, he said, "Let me out." They said, "Let me out." They were hitchhiking. And that's what they got out. So we are free now. Imam W.D. Muhammad freed us. Ain't no captain, ain't no lieutenant told me to come here today. I don't have to sell a 300 paper, but I still sell 50.
Yes, sir.
I still try to sell 50. Because these paper is what build the nation.
Yes.
It would mind the people. We selling people paper all throughout the South. People paper, they were buying the paper, they couldn't read.
Okay. Yes.
They couldn't read. Many of them couldn't read. All of them had, you go to their house, knock on the door, and they got Dr. King, they got John F. K., and they got Jesus on the wall.
Right. That's right. That's right.
All right. So we've been working from behind, but we're winning. Ain't nobody arguing with us on the street. The police is telling us, "Don't go. Where you been? How long you gonna be on a while? Let me go get my daughter. Let me go get my son."
Yeah.
This how powerful the word that we have received from Allah through our leader, Imam Washington Muhammad. We're telling people there's no God but one God. That Prophet Muhammad is the seal of the prophet. Jesus said one will come after him and lead us in all truth.
Right.
You're talking about Prophet Muhammad. He didn't say he was coming back in. And they done took our poor prophet Jesus, one we love, and they done that's made him a Superman. He come back. Once you're in the grave, you don't come back here.